Hi everyone, I'm Anthony Giovanetti, and welcome to the developer preview for Slay the Spire. Slay the Spire is a deck building roguelike, where every time you play you're going to be building a different deck of cards and trying to climb to the top of an evil living spire. So with that, we're just going to kind of jump right in and show you how it works. So today I'm going to be showing you guys the Ironclad class, which is one of the first classes. Level 1, the Exordium. So this is the map. All of the maps that you see are going to be procedurally generated, and they're different every time. Every level gets a new map. There's all kinds of different choices you can make here, like in how conservative you want to be or how greedy you want to be. Maybe you want to try a route with lots of tough enemies, but that give you better rewards. I think I am going to be pretty greedy. I'm just going to go this way right here. Alright, and here we have our first enemy. You can see us on the left and the enemy on the right. And we can see that they plan to attack us for 7 damage. We always show you what the enemy intends to do on their turn, so you can kind of plan and strategize for it. So we're going to gain some block to defend ourselves from the attack, and we're going to hit him. You can see cards cost energy. I have 3 energy every turn. And now that I'm out of energy, I can't play any more of these cards that cost 1. So I'm done. I'm going to hit end turn. And the enemy's going to go. And he hit me for just a little bit and gave me a debuff. The debuff's going to make my attacks hit for less. But I think I'm just going to go all out on him this turn. Do as much damage as I can. I'm going to take a little bit more as a result. But that's okay. I think I'm setting him up to hopefully kill him next turn. Ugh. Alright, we have our new hand. Oh, I'm going to be just able to do it because of the debuff I applied to him. Awesome. So, you can see I healed 6 HP at the end of that combat because of my Ironclad's ability. He starts with a Burning Blood relic, which means at the end of combat he heals 6. Every class has its own different starting relic. Alright, so whenever you fight an enemy in combat, you get to add one of 3 different cards to add to your deck afterward. A big part of the strategy in this game is in choosing cards that work well together, finding interesting combos and synergies, and just kind of exploring the card pool. Since every time you play, these cards are going to be different. I personally like this card here. I always like card draw in card games, so I think I'm going to take Pommel Strike. Alright, now we're going to move on. These are event rooms. It's unknown what we're going to see here. It could be a really strong enemy, could be a special event, we'll see. We have an accursed blacksmith's hut. So, I have some risky choices I can make. I could upgrade a card, and I got a small chance of getting a curse, which is a pretty bad negative card that stays in your deck. Or I could get a relic, which is one of these cool passive abilities, but a much greater chance of getting cursed. Or I could just play it safe and leave. But, like I said, I think I'm going to play it a bit greedier this time around, so I'm going to get a relic. Oh, I got a pretty severe curse. But first off, the relic. This relic gives me a new passive effect, and we have a ton of relics in this game with all the kinds of different effects. And part of the fun is combining the powers you get from the relics with the different deck that you have and creating interesting synergies with that. So this makes question mark rooms extra safe for us, so we're going to really prioritize that going forward. But in our deck, it put this nasty curse card. It's really bad whenever we draw it, and it puts this negative effect on us. So we want to get this out of our deck whenever we can. Okay, we're going to move on. Awesome, we found a treasure room. So that was lucky. Treasures contain relics, which give you those unique powers I was telling you about. And this one here says, for each curse in your deck, start combat with additional strength. So this actually works out great because we actually got a curse in that last combat. So this is going to help us counteract the effects of the curse, which is awesome. Here we're going to fight this looter. Okay. So you can see that my cards are doing a bit more damage now from the strength that I have, so that's good. I'll gain some blocks since he's going to hit for 8. Give me your gold. So see, this enemy takes our gold, and he can actually run away with it if we don't kill him fast enough. So I'm going to try to make sure that that does not happen, because I do not want anyone taking my money. Alright, we're just going to smash this guy into the ground. Okay, so now what will we take? Iron Wave is a pretty balanced card. It gives you block and damage at the same time, so it's a pretty good way of plugging holes in kind of unbalanced decks. And I think that's what we're going to take here. The other two cards rely more on other synergies that we haven't developed yet, so we're going to take the safer card. Move on to the next fight. Alright, you can see we've drawn our curse again, but that's okay. We're just going to attack. And I'm going to end the turn since this enemy is not attacking. There's no point in playing a defend card. He gave himself some strength. And let's go ahead and take some extra damage and just go all out on this guy. Alright, I'm just setting him up to die next turn. Nice, we got a potion. You can use potions in combat by drinking them or throwing them at enemies to give different buffs and debuffs. So this potion we can drink during the combat, and we'll use it up, but we'll draw some extra cards, so that can be useful. So we have some interesting choices here. Feed is a really cool card. You deal a bunch of damage, and then if it kills the enemy, you actually permanently increase your maximum HP. But you can only use it once a combat. That's what exhaust means. So I think that's pretty cool, especially early on. We can try to really increase our maximum health. So let's grab that. Alright, and now we'll go to a campfire. So you can do two things at campfires. You can rest to heal health, or you can smith to upgrade the cards in your deck. And that's what we're going to do. So here we can see the upgrade screen. You can click on a card and see what it's going to upgrade into and choose to upgrade it. Every single card has a different upgrade, so most cards that deal damage can be upgraded to deal some extra damage. Defensive cards can gain extra block, but it's not always that. Some cards can draw more cards, some cards can cost less. In this case, Feed actually increases the amount of max HP that you can gain as well. Pommel Strike draws extra cards and does extra damage, which is pretty sweet, so I think we're going to go for that. Alright, now this is an elite enemy here. Elites are extra strong. You can see this guy's way tougher than the other enemies. I'm just going to hit him for a bit. But elite enemies always drop relics. So if you want to get a lot of these relics and get their powerful effects, you can be riskier and go fight a lot of elites. So he has a power. Whenever we play a skill, he's going to gain a strength. Skills are cards like our defense that give us block. So whenever we block, we're actually going to be making this guy stronger. So because of that, I think we're just going to take the hit and do a big attack. Alright. Oh, he made us vulnerable, so now we're going to take extra damage from attacks. Luckily, Iron Wave is really good here, because it gives us block, but it's still an attack card, so it won't make him stronger. Just deal as much damage as possible. Oh, that was a big hit. Alright, let's see if we can do it here. Oh, we're gonna feed on him. We increased our max health. Nice. And we get a relic. We're just gonna make our block cards better. And a new card. Metallicize is really cool. It's a power. Powers, when played, they last for the whole combat. So like this card will give you block every single turn until the combat's done. So these cards are pretty sweet. Alright, so I think that's enough for right now. I hope you guys found it interesting, had fun watching. If you think this game looks cool, please like, give us a subscribe, And check us out on Greenlight. Maybe give us a yes vote. That would be really awesome. We'll be delivering more news, information, and content coming up. If you have any questions, please ask us on Twitter. Our Twitter handle is MegaCrit. We'll answer anything you want to know. Again, hope you guys had fun watching. Thanks.